Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, however you're tuning in, wherever you're tuning in. Thank you very much. Welcome into Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael, your host as always. Man, let me fix this camera real quick. If you're tuning in on Facebook or on YouTube or on LinkedIn or on any of the social media outlets, leave me a comment. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can, man. Let's get rocking. Welcome into the show. It's a Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, baby. Taco freaking Tuesday. And speaking of tacos, why not just tie in our number one sponsor, Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Get your ass over there today. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. The place is flat out phenomenal. Flat out amazing. If you went by there this weekend, you probably had a blast. But they've got incredible lunch specials, drink specials, every sporting event possible going on. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. All right. What else we got here? The Lindsay Plumbing Company. Bro, been 30 plus years in the Houston area. 281-373-3333. LindsayPlumbing.com. There's just no better way to put it, man. Call them. You got some plumbing issues? Give Matt Lindsay over there at Lindsay Plumbing a call. And Thiessen Law Firm, TheTexasTrialAttorney.com, 713-864-9000, 713-864-9000. Got a new sponsor joining the show. We'll mention that here in a little bit along with Mr. Butler, so we'll get into that in a little while. But as I mentioned today, February the 18th on a Tuesday, let's go over the national holidays today. National Drink Wine Day. I know one lady, Natalie Boardman, who will be all over this. Get you some wine, Natalie. Shout out to Mark and Natalie. And let's see. So it's National Drink Wine Day. Get over to Christian's Tailgate. Drink some wine. Cow milked while flying in an airplane day. I have no freaking clue what that means. That's literally what it says. February 18th, cow milked while flying in an airplane day. I've got to click on this. I don't know what this is, man. Cow milk, commemorate the day a cow named Nellie J, which later became Elm Farm Ollie, became the first cow to be flown and milked in an airplane. This is a true story. The event was part of a scientific effort to study the effects of height on cows' ability to produce milk in the 72-mile flight over Bismarck, Missouri. That's all I'm reading. That's enough. This is an actual thing. All right. We'll leave that alone. It's also National Battery Day. That is your A, B, C's, D's batteries. Or is there B batteries? Did they skip B? Is it just A, C, and D? Are there B batteries? That's weird. Pluto Day, Thumb Appreciation Day, Travel Africa Day, the NBA All-Star Game, which I'll get into here in a little bit. Birthdays, Dr. Dre, John Travolta, Vanna White, and Yoko Ono. So there you go. Welcome into Sports with Balls. That's your those are your national holidays and your birthdays for today, February the 18th. Let's get into some sports. Let's hit off with the NFL, man. I know NFL season's over, but there are free agents out there, and one of them being T. Higgins. I believe that he is being franchise tagged by the Bengals, which is not a bad thing. T. Higgins, the guy's good. I mean, flat out, Higgins aimed for deals. The Bengals aimed for deals with Chase, Higgins, and Hendrickson, who are all huge. Yesterday, it was made aware to T. Higgins that he will be franchise tagged. If no long-term deal is reached by March the 4th, in order to have time to get a deal done, can't let him walk is what the Cincinnati Bengals are saying. Is Higgins the number one wide receiver? I don't know. I know where he would look good is the Houston Texans. That is for sure. Dude, Kansas City. Huge upgrade at Kansas City. There's a bunch of teams that would love to have Higgins. I think he'll get a big deal. I think Higgins will get a great deal. Higgins would play under a salary of $26.17 million for 2025 under the franchise tag of $21.8 million in 2024. Or he played under that. 26.1 is nothing to shake a stick at, man. I know he wants a long-term deal. It's if he wants to stay with Cincinnati. That's the deal. And listen, Burrow and the Bengals had one of the weirdest NFL seasons we've ever seen. Like, it was unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Jamar Chase winning the Triple Crown. Burrow having the best season of his entire career. Should have won MVP. Their offensive numbers were absolutely unbelievable. 4,918 yards and 43 touchdowns. Led the NFL in both of them. And they didn't make the playoffs. That is absolutely awkward. They also have defensive end Trey Hendrickson to try to get signed this offseason. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with T. Higgins and the Bengals. Other free agents. Let's see. Here we go. T. Higgins is number one. Let's see. Who else we got here? Oh, come on, computer. I hate this. Man, unbelievable. It always wants me to log in to every single page I go to. And I'm so tired of logging in, dude. Log in everywhere. Come on, man. Well, computer isn't cooperating with me, so I'm not really sure exactly what to do. Let me go ahead and just move on, I guess. Oh, here. Maybe it's allowing me to. All right, here we go. T. Higgins, Trey Smith, guard for the Chicago Bears, or the best team would be the Chicago Bears. Ronnie Stanley, another offensive tackle. DJ Reed is a free agent cornerback. Another wide receiver out there, Chris Godwin. The number one QB, I guess, under a lot of people's radar is Sam Darnold. On here, it says the best fit for him would be Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are in a weird position, man, because the draft is going to be very interesting. This is one of those drafts I am really fired up to watch. This is going to be a fun one. Cam Ward came out with some comments yesterday saying that he's going to remember every team that passes on him. You know, is he going 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know. Sam Darnold's the number 6 free agent prospect. Number 7, Josh Sweat, who had one of the best Super Bowls we've seen in a long time. Let's see. Khalil Mack. How old is Khalil Mack? Here it is. He's turning 34 this week. That would be a little bit of an issue for me. Here's a good free agent. Charvarius Ward, the cornerback. Where he goes, that is a great one. Javon Holland, a great safety. Cam Robinson, Dre Greenlaw, the linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. That guy's awesome. Hassan Reddick, edge rusher. Who else we got on here, man? Zach Martin, a good guard for the Cowboys. Stephon Diggs, man. He got hurt. He signed with Houston, then he got hurt. We know Tank Dell, with his incredible injury that he had to his knee during the season for the Texans. Will they re-sign Stephon Diggs? If I'm Texans, I'd rather have T. Higgins. Something about Diggs in the locker room, I don't get. I don't think he's that good of a locker room guy, man. I don't. It is, he's just one of those dudes. And now he's a little injury prone. So we'll see what happens with him. That's about it, man. Amari Cooper, another wide receiver, is a free agent. The Justin Fields saga continues. And Darius Slayton. Now you're really getting Chase Young. Russell Wilson. Yeah, the Russell Wilson, Justin Fields thing is very, very, very interesting. And that's also going to come. Look, we're going to find a lot out in the draft on that, right? Like, the draft this year is the draft's interesting. The draft is really, really interesting. I'm excited about it. Let's see. What else we got in the NFL? There was another DWI for another guy in the NFL. I'm not really going to get into all that. It was a Ravens guard. The Tucker situation. 7 more ladies, I guess, have come forward in the Justin Tucker sexual misconduct lawsuit. Is this a money grab? Is this a Deshaun Watson situation? Ugly. Ugly, ugly. And that's about it, man. That is about it that I'm really going to get into in the NFL, man. There's not a whole lot more to go over. It's the off season, and of course we'll dabble into it here and there as the time goes by before the draft. But we'll ramp it up when the draft gets here. All right, on to the NBA, man. They had All-Star festivities. If I'm correct, the All-Star game's tonight. I'm not. Is it tonight? Look, dude, this is how uninterested I am. I am not even close. I didn't watch. And granted, maybe if I was sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, I would have turned it on. My daughter had softball and volleyball tournaments this weekend, so I didn't watch much TV at all. But I don't know if I would have tuned in. McClung and the dunk contest, yeah, awesome. That kid's made over $300,000 he's won 3 dunk contests, and he's only made 150, I think, in his NBA career. So more by doing the dunk contest stuff. But that tells you exactly what you need to know about the NBA All-Star festivities. It's just ridiculous. I didn't know what OG, Steph Curry leads the OGs to a title, wins the All-Star game MVP, so I'm guessing it was last night. I don't know what the OGs are. I saw that some people were upset with it. I didn't even read about it, man, and I'm a sports analyst. Steph Curry won with 12 points, I guess, to a 41-25 victory. What, dude? None of this makes any sense to me at all. I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it. They need to change it. I saw somewhere where the NBA was floating around a rumor to have one-on-one contests during the All-Star. Now that would be interesting. But who's gonna go? Who's gonna compete? Who wants to get embarrassed by somebody else, right? And then just take it as a joke. They're just laughing. The All-Star festivities is just like them just laughing around. There is zero competitiveness in that game or the whole weekend. I think the dunk contest kind of came back a little bit thanks to McClung. He had 4 perfect dunks, which is awesome. He three-peated. That's the highlight. A guy that doesn't even play in the NBA is the highlight of your NBA All-Star weekend. Unbelievable. LeBron sits out. Anthony Edwards sat out. It's just, man, I think I saw Wembanyama at one point put his hands up like, what the hell are we doing here? It's just not, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It doesn't mean anything. It's sort of a joke, man. It's sort of a joke. And then on the flip side of that, you saw the hockey, the NHL stuff this past weekend. The USA and Canada, 9 seconds into the game, had 3 fights. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. There's another NBA rumor floating around where it's USA versus the world matchup for the All-Star game. I don't know what they do. I have no idea what they do, but what their current product that the NBA is putting out there is trash, man. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. The players are good. The product is trash. It's just not fun to watch. I don't know how they changed the rules. I know everybody would love to have David Stern back at this point. It is interesting. A guy, I'll say it again, a guy that doesn't even play in the NBA was the highlight of the weekend for All-Star festivities. Wow. Mr. McClung. Mac McClung. Why he doesn't. Dude, just bring him in the NBA just on principle. I'll watch a game. Why not? Frustrating NBA. And okay, I guess we'll just go to the standings real quick. Just because there's not a ton going on. I'm going to get to MLB here in a second. Let's see the NBA standings. The Cleveland Cavaliers lead your Eastern Conference by 5.5 games over the Boston Celtics. That's my old school voice. But yep, they're 44-10. The Cleveland Cavaliers. That's right. The Cleveland Cavaliers lead the Eastern Conference. Now, something that was fun to watch last year, it is fun to watch this year. The New York Knicks are the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, and right behind them is the Indiana Pacers. If we can get a Knicks-Pacers playoff series again, I'm going to watch it. That's fun. I'm not watching the Heat, the Hawks, the Bulls, the Magic, the Pistons. I'm not watching them. That's not good basketball. It's not a good team. The Bulls are in the playoffs right now in the Eastern Conference, and they're 11 games under 500. No, thank you. What? Golly. That's the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, OKC 44-10. Same record as the Cleveland Cavaliers in the East. Would you watch an NBA Finals right now with the Pacers and the Thunder? Oh, I'm sorry. The Cavs and the Thunder, or the Pacers and the Thunder. No. 2 small market teams going at it. Those are your 2 best teams in the NBA right now. Your Cavaliers and your Thunder. I know. I love Shea Alexander. He's good. Right below OKC is Memphis. And then your Denver Nuggets. Then you have Houston, LA, Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento. And then Golden State at number 10. Cleveland Cavaliers, Oklahoma City Thunder, your top 2 seeds in the NBA right now. And if there's an OKC Cleveland series, nobody's watching. They're just not. I'm sorry. If it's Memphis and Cleveland, even less people are going to watch. I love Ja Morant, but I'm not going to watch a 6-game series with him. And not against the Cavs. I know. I get it. I don't know how to fix it, but I get it. Like, it's just not that dominant of a sport, and it's just not fun to watch at the moment, dude. It's just not, man. And the players themselves are not pushing it the way they should. I like Victor Wembanyama. His team's 23-29. I doubt they're going to make the playoffs. The New Orleans Pelicans have 13 wins. I'll flip that around. We are 54 games into the season, and the Washington Wizards have 9 victories. 9. The product the NBA is putting out is just not good. All right, that's it. I'm over it. I'm over the NBA stuff right now. I think it's 30-something games. What is it, 54? There's 82, so there's 28 games left. Something like that. Good luck. I will start paying attention right before the playoffs, and I'm sure I'll dive into this a little bit more. But let's move on to baseball, where every single team has all players reporting today. So technically, baseball has begun. Man, stoked. Big news today is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the Blue Jays failed to reach a contract extension. Now, the Blue Jays added some players. The Blue Jays are going to be pretty good. He will hit free agency in November. He's 25 years old, and he is going to go for a monster contract. I mean, look, why wouldn't he? I don't know what they offered him. Let me see if it says on here. They failed to reach a deal, but I think from the very beginning, unless he was getting a Juan Soto deal, Vladimir Guerrero was going for free agency. He's 25 years old, and the kid's a stud. So I don't know if he's tired of staying in Toronto. I don't know if he wants more money. Maybe it's both. But Vlad Guerrero is hitting the free agent markets, and he will be the number 1 free agent coming in, after November. So the Blue Jays couldn't get it done. He'll go on the free agent list. Juan Soto looks pretty good in a Mets uniform. We're going to see what Aaron Judge does this year. Mike Trout is moving positions. Smart move, probably. From center field to right field. Trying to stay healthy. I don't even know what. Like, Mike Trout is what in his MLB career? Disappointing? Hall of Famer. He's a 3-time MVP. The guy is phenomenal at baseball. He's just so injury prone now, and he's getting older. He's 33 years old. You know, another 2 years, and Mike Trout's career is on the tail end. I mean, if it's not already on the tail end. I like the fact they're moving into right field. It's a little less strenuous on your body than center field. So hopefully Mike Trout can stay healthy, man. I would love the Angels. I think he's played in 1 playoff series his career. That's unbelievable. Mike Trout. That is flat out unbelievable. The Mets had to shut down Frankie Montas, which is one of their top signs of the offseason. He has a lat strain. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. So he will not be available for the start of the season, which is March 16th, I think. The Cubs and Dodgers go at it in Tokyo. Man, can you imagine those crowds? Wow. The Cubs and Dodgers in Tokyo with Shohei Ohtani and the storyline behind the Dodgers. Man. The first game is actually the Cubs at the Dodgers Thursday, February 20th, which is 3 days from now. And Camelback Ranch in Phoenix, Arizona. That's crazy. That's awesome. I'm so stoked. Good job, MLB, for getting back to playing. Good job, calendar, I guess, because this is a very, very big lull for sports right now. That's about it, man. Look, the baseball season's getting going. The NBA, I guess I'm not going to get into college basketball just yet. I'm going to wait. The next show, which is Thursday or Friday, I will talk about college basketball a little bit and what is the sensation over there. Duke and a couple other teams that are pretty good this year. It's just college basketball is running the same kind of deal that the NBA is, where it's just not that entertaining because you can't follow the players much. Like Luka's over in LA now. These guys in college are one and done. That's if they even go to college. A lot of these are, I think the top 4 picks, whatever, last year were all not playing in the United States. It's very difficult to pay attention to college basketball and the NBA because you have no way to follow these guys. We don't know where they came from, nothing. They don't spend 2-3 years in college building a program. No. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Any other highlights we got? Let me see. I'm trying to think of any other huge things going on around the sports world. Canada and the USA will go back at it on Thursday. That's going to be a blast, dude. If y'all didn't see the initial Canada-USA game, go to social media. Go to Sports with Balls. Check out social media. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. 3 fights in the first 9 seconds. It was awesome. All right, want to thank a couple people before we get out of here. Not forgot to, but want to thank Butler CCS Incorporated. Fire, water, mold, roofing. Get in touch with Wes Butler over at Butler CCS. Follow them on social media. Get your house right. The Lindsay Company, lindsayplumbing.com, 281-373-3333. Any plumbing issues, give them a call ASAP. Chris's Tailgate, as always. I'm going there for lunch today. If you guys get a chance, go to christianstailgate.com, find one near you. And Mark Thiessen at Thiessen Law Firm, 713-864-9000, 713-864-9000. You get in trouble, you call Mark. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls.